The house didn't look abandoned when I first saw it. That was the unsettling part. It sat at the end of Briarwood Lane like it had been waiting. Windows intact. Porch swept, curtains still hanging in polite. Domestic folds. The paint was old but cared for. A tired blue that suggested neglect only recently set in. If you didn't know better, you'd think someone had just stepped out for groceries and never made it back. The realtor didn't want to show it to me. "I can unlock it," she said, hand hovering near her keys, "but I won't go in." She tried to laugh it off, but her eyes flicked toward the house like it might notice her looking. "Why?" I asked. She hesitated. People say things. That should have been my cue to leave. But I was broke and newly divorced in a way that made bad ideas feel like destiny. The rent was insultingly cheap. The neighborhood was quiet. And the house, God help me, it felt familiar. I took the key. The door opened without resistance. Inside, the air smelled faintly of dust and something else, warm, almost sweet. The kind of smell you'd expect in a home that had been lived in deeply. The furniture was still there. A couch sagged in the middle, its fabric worn thin. A dining table with one chair pulled slightly back, like someone had stood up mid-conversation. "This isn't abandoned," I murmured. The house didn't answer, not yet. I moved in 2 days later. The first night I slept badly, not from fear, but from a strange pressure. Like the air was too thick. My dreams were heavy and repetitive. I kept hearing someone walking down the hallway outside my bedroom door, stopping just short of entering. Closed, but not locked. By the third night, the house began to make adjustments. I noticed it with the light switches first. I'd turn off the kitchen light before bed, only to find it glowing softly in the morning. Lamps I didn't remember plugging in hummed faintly when I passed them. The thermostat changed on its own. It felt considerate. I laughed it off. Then I heard my name. "Evan." I froze. It wasn't loud. It wasn't threatening. It sounded like someone saying your name just to see if you were listening. I rinsed my mouth and stood there for a full minute, heart pounding, waiting for it to happen again. I should have been terrified. Instead, I felt seen. Loneliness does dangerous things to the brain. It rewires fear into gratitude. It makes you accept things you shouldn't because the alternative. It learned my name. Then my moods. Then my thoughts. I realized that last part when it answered one. I was sitting in the living room. I remember thinking, not speaking, just thinking, this place could use a little noise. From the hallway, the old radio crackled to life. Static first, then music. A low, warbling tune from decades ago, like something my grandparents might have danced to. I didn't say that out